You love dogs, that's for sure. But here's a more interesting question. Does your dog love you as much as you think? Many people still believe that loving a dog means feeding it, taking it for walks, or giving it lots of hugs and kisses. But science shows that actions which seem small to us humans actually have a huge bonding power in a dog's heart. If you want your dog to truly love you more deeply each day, start with the simplest things, things that have been scientifically proven. And perhaps you'll be surprised to know that even a simple gaze can be the foundation of deep love between you and your dog. Not just any casual glance, but a genuine, meaningful eye contact. A Japanese researcher, who's as passionate about his dog as you are about yours, put 30 pairs of people and dogs in a room for half an hour. They didn't play any complicated games, nor did they talk too much. They simply chatted gently, petted, and looked into each other's eyes. What happened next shocked the scientific community. Couples who spent more time making eye contact saw a 130% increase in oxytocin levels in dogs and 300% in humans. This is the same hormone released when a mother looks at her baby. So next time you gaze lovingly at your dog, don't think it's just an adorable moment. It's when you're building a real, deep, emotional connection. But remember, if your dog turns away or avoids eye contact, it could be feeling uncomfortable. Always let love come gently and willingly. If these little things have touched you, be sure to subscribe to the channel so we can continue this journey together for the happiness of our four-legged friends. That eye contact is just the beginning of something even sweeter. Have you ever tried kissing your dog? Not just because it's cute. Science has come in to figure out what really happens. In an emotional yet small study, scientists had 10 dogs stay with their owners for 1 hour. They measured oxytocin levels before and after, and the results showed that dogs who received more kisses had higher oxytocin levels. Love, truly, can be measured by hormones. However, not every dog likes this way of showing affection. If it turns away, shrinks back, or seems uncomfortable, don't force it. Kissing might not be the language of love it prefers. And do you know the best part? There are many other ways to express love, as long as you understand the language it's speaking. Sometimes, you don't need a kiss or any specific action. Just words are enough to make your dog's heart flutter. Have you ever thought that dogs can understand what you're saying? Not just understanding sit or come here, but truly understanding, from compliments to tone of voice. A group of scientists in Hungary placed 13 dogs in an MRI scanner to measure brain activity when they heard humans speak. And what surprised everyone was that the dog's brain processes words very similarly to humans. The left hemisphere processes meaning, while the right hemisphere processes emotions. When both parts agree that, this is a sincere compliment, the dog feels truly happy. This means that words have a great power. Not only do they make your dog happy, but they also increase its trust in you. So today, why not say a few sweet compliments to your dog? Who knows? You might see its eyes light up like never before. And if words can touch the heart, then the tone of voice you use to speak is even more important. You may have used a high-pitched, slightly silly voice when talking to your dog. Something like, "Who's the good little fluffball?" And maybe gotten some strange looks from people. But trust me, you're doing it right. A study at the University of York, UK, showed that dogs who hear dog-directed speech, high-pitched, gentle, soft tones, are more focused, stay closer, and interact longer than when they hear the normal adult voice. They're not just hearing, they're feeling the affection in every tone. So next time, don't hesitate to say, "Where's my sweet baby?" in a voice as soft as a cloud. Because according to science, its heart is smiling. And when your voice becomes an emotional connection, your hands can also become a wonderful tool to show love. Through gentle petting, you may have noticed just a light pat on the head, a stroke down the back, or simply placing your hand on it. Your dog sighs with relief. But science explains it even more. A study in South Africa had 18 pairs of humans, and dogs pet each other for a certain period. The results? Oxytocin and dopamine levels in the dogs increased, meaning more love, relaxation, and happiness. Even blood pressure dropped. What's amazing is humans, meaning you, also get the same benefits. So next time you pet your dog, don't just think you're pampering it. You're healing both of your souls. But if petting is a physical touch, then presence might be the way to touch the heart. No words needed, no grand gestures, just being there. A study in Austria placed dogs in a room with a toy hiding sausages inside. They were played with under 3 different conditions: alone, with a stranger, and with their owner. The results were clear. Dogs with their owners played longer, persisted more, and were happier. Interestingly, the playtime with strangers was almost the same as when they were alone. This shows that for a dog, the owner is not just someone who's nearby. The owner is the one who creates a sense of security. So, sometimes, you don't have to do anything fancy. Just sitting beside them, no phone, no distractions, is enough to say, "I'm here, and I'm spending time with you." And if presence is that important during the day, then nighttime is the perfect opportunity to strengthen that bond. Do you let your dog sleep in your bed? If you've ever done that, you probably felt something warm fill your heart. Not just the soft fur or the gentle breathing, but the silent but strong connection. Dr. Dana Barbo, a well-known veterinarian, once said, "Allowing your dog to sleep in the bed is a wonderful way to strengthen the bond." Studies show that being close at night doesn't just help the dog feel safer, but it also causes both the dog and the owner to release more oxytocin and dopamine, the happy hormones. Both you and your dog sleep better and wake up feeling more at ease. If possible, let your dog curl up by your feet or simply lie beside you. It's not just sleep. It's a way of living together, bonding. In the end, love isn't just about being close physically. It's also about how you accompany and guide them as they grow each day. That's why the way you train your dog is also a way of showing love. And among countless training methods, science has shown the clearest path. Choose rewards instead of punishment. A study in Portugal compared the behavior of dogs trained with positive reinforcement, food, praise, play, to those punished for making mistakes. The results couldn't be clearer. The dogs who were punished had higher stress levels, slower reactions, and even tended to view life more negatively. It wasn't just about learning slower. They felt disconnected from you. Meanwhile, dogs encouraged with love and patience learned faster, were happier, and bonded more deeply with their owners. So, when you're teaching your dog to sit or stay, remember that you're not just teaching behavior, you're building trust. But sometimes, even with all your patience and love, your dog still becomes anxious every time you step out the door. You see it standing by the door, silent or barking loudly, sometimes lying down and sighing, as if that little heart has just been separated from the safest place in the world. This might not just be ordinary longing. A study in Hungary showed that the way you emotionally bond with your dog affects its psychology profoundly. If that feeling, the anxiety when you leave, can be eased by something that may seem very small, a proper greeting or farewell. We are often in such a rush to meet work deadlines or appointments that we forget that our dog is following our every step. But did you know that a study in Sweden showed that when you spend just 1 minute saying goodbye to your dog with a gentle voice and a few light strokes, their cortisol levels, the stress hormone, decrease significantly? In contrast, when they are suddenly left without a word, the feeling of insecurity lingers throughout the day. Similarly, your greeting upon return shouldn't just be a quick nod, it should be a full moment. A good dog. Were you a good one at home? A gentle hug? A smile? These small details are how you tell your dog, "I've never forgotten you, even for a minute." And to a dog, that means the world. Love comes in many forms, and you might be surprised to know that not every dog likes praise. Yes, with some dogs, a good job can never compare to a tasty snack. A study in Atlanta tested this. They gave dogs the choice between praise and food, then measured their brain activity using an MRI and placed them in a Y-shaped maze. One end with their owner, the other with food. The results were interesting. Some dogs chose food every time, while others ran straight to their owner when called. The special thing is, each dog had a clear and consistent tendency. This means that your dog is either a foodie or an affection lover, and you can use that to connect better. If it doesn't run to you when called, but wags its tail when it hears the sound of a snack being opened, don't be upset. It doesn't mean it doesn't love you. It just means that in its little world, food is the fastest way to feel your affection. And once you understand that, you'll know how to make its heart beat in its own language. After all these actions, gestures, and attention, there is one simple thing that holds more power than any other method. Spending quality time with your dog. No need for grand outings, no need for expensive toys, just being truly present. A study shows that dogs who spend more time with their owners every day have significantly lower anxiety when left alone. Another study adds that quality time also helps reduce destructive behavior and increases learning ability in dogs. So, even if you only have 15 minutes each evening, use it to take your dog for a slow walk, sit together on the couch, or simply chat while cooking. What matters is not how long the time is. It's whether you are truly paying attention during that time. And if you do this every day, you are planting seeds of trust, safety, and love. Things your dog will feel, hold on to, and always seek. And when you look back at everything we've shared, from the first glance, the strokes, the gentle voice, to how you leave and return every day, you'll realize that to have a dog love you unconditionally doesn't require anything grand. No gifts, no complicated techniques, and you don't need to become a training expert. All your dog needs is you, with your full presence, true understanding, and love shown the right way. Love is not measured by the number of hugs or how often you feed your dog. It is measured by the sense of safety you provide, by the way you look at them without any rush, by how you talk to them as you would to a close friend, and by those brief moments that are full of your heart. And you know what? These small things, repeated every day, form the foundation for a lasting and happy relationship, not just for your dog, but for you as well. Because in this world, how many things can respond to love with absolute loyalty, unconditional forgiveness, and joy just for being by your side? So, if you're reading this, try picking one small thing from what you've just learned. Maybe look into its eyes a little longer. Maybe instead of saying, "Come here," flatly, try saying it in a gentler tone. Or tonight, instead of placing it on the floor, let it curl up beside your bed. Just one thing, but do it with all your sincerity. And if you notice a change, softer gazes, a tail wagging longer, breathing slower, then come back and let me know in the comments. or share how you've made your dog happier each day. Because, who knows, your small story might touch someone else's heart out there. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, so I can continue to share more amazing things about the world of our four-legged friends. And if you want to understand more about what your dog knows about you, including things you didn't even expect, check out the video currently showing on your screen. I'm sure you'll be surprised.